We will take a look at a video on 15 things only Canadians would understand. Very curious to get into this and see what kind of things only Canadians are going to understand. Before we do, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Yeah, let's see what we got.
Today we're looking at the top 15 things only Canadians would understand.
Okay.
Let's begin.
15.
Number 15.
Oh, maple
Serious
syrup.
about syrup.
Right. It is good
Americans
though.
may think of maple syrup as just something yummy to put on waffles.
Right.
But in Canada, it's big business. Even the flag hints at Canada's obsession with maple syrup.
Oh, wait, yeah, you know what? Before I didn't know this, but I did hear about it recently that, like, the flag is a maple leaf flag. Obviously, we don't have maple trees in the UK, not that I know of anyway. So, like, I didn't know that.
The Federation of
makes
Quebec
sense.
Maple Syrup Producers keeps a strategic reserve of syrup in locations across Quebec to regulate the maple market.
You got
The
reserve?
Atlantic newspaper compares this sweet, sticky reserve to the U.S.'s oil reserves.
What?
Quebec produces about 70% of the world's maple syrup, and the price per
Wow.
barrel is many times higher than oil.
I can't lie, though. Yo, maple syrup is good. Like, it is really tasty.
Just imagine that for a second.
Pricey,
In
though, but tasty.
2012, the Maple Reserve was the target of a major heist. Thieves stole over $30 million worth of syrup from one of the reserve storage.
Wait. Hold up. There was a heist on maple syrup and they stole $30 million? What?
Facilities. Yes, $30 million. This is something only Canadians
How do you even transport $30 million of maple syrup? How do you even get How do you get away with that?
can relate to. We wonder how many waffles did they have, though.
Mad.
Number 14. Kurd cheese is a national dish.
Kurd cheese.
You must be thinking, what even is curd cheese?
Yeah, what's
It's a food
that?
item that is hard to describe to those who are not Canadian locals.
Right.
When you hear the word curd, you probably think of something that is unappealing or unappetizing, but that couldn't
A curd. I've heard of curd in food before. Does it just mean like a block?
be farther from the truth. Curd cheese goes best with poutine, which is basically a Canadian national dish.
Right.
You can get it everywhere, from movie theaters to gourmet restaurants.
Okay.
Where chefs will often fancy it up with ingredients like foie gras and lobster.
Interesting.
Canadians absolutely love curd cheese, and not liking it is a deportable offense in the country. Canadians may look like they're peaceful people, but when it comes to food, they
Right.
can get pretty violent.
So maple syrup and curd cheese is like your go-to when it comes to food then. Okay. Probably not together, but maybe so. I don't know.
Number 13.
Healthcare.
Universal healthcare.
Yep.
Universal what? As an American, the universal healthcare concept is kind of alien. But it
Right.
is something every Canadian can relate to and be proud of. It is a part
When they say universal healthcare, they mean universal healthcare as in like free healthcare, right? What we got.
of every Canadian life, and the media doesn't even have to talk about it much. It's just so common. Canada's universal healthcare system utilizes a taxpayer-funded Medicare-like model that
Yep.
automatically covers citizens throughout the various provinces. It would surprise many Americans that a publicly funded healthcare makes people feel freer, not less. For those who can afford it, there are plenty of private options,
Yeah.
but nobody lives in fear of the
See, so in the UK, you go private really, like if you can afford it, one, and two, if you want to get seen quick. So like we got the NHS, which is great that it's free in the UK, but like I don't know how it is in Canada, but over here is very delayed. So I had an eye problem where like I couldn't really see, it was very blurry and it was some sort of disease that I need to find out about. The NHS took a year to get back to me. So I went private and I got it done in like a week. And honestly, yeah, I got all my eye done. I was worrying about it. I knew NHS was going to take a while. I was all sorted. Like a couple weeks after I went private. And then a year later, I got the call from NHS saying, we're ready to get you now. I'm like, I was done last year, mate. So yeah, that's the only issue is delays.
financial consequences of a major injury or disease.
Right.
Now that's what we call freedom. Number 12. 4 seasons in 24 hours.
What do you mean 4 seasons in 24 hours?
That's too much talk about food. Let's talk about something else. The weather.
right.
One thing only Canadians would understand is that the weather can actually go from negative 19 degrees Celsius to 22 degrees Celsius in one single hour. That might be a stretch,
Jeez.
but this did happen in...
I thought the UK was crazy. Like we go from like on a hot summer day, it could go from hot sunny to raining to sunny again. Not minus 20 to 20.
1962 in Alberta.
That's crazy.
While these extremes don't regularly happen today, it's not uncommon for the temperature to fluctuate drastically from day to day, especially when the season is changing from winter to spring.
Right.
There will be days where you can wear your shorts outside, and the next day snow will be falling. So it's best to pack both shorts and jackets when going to the beach.
Okay.
Canada really is a fairy tale land, isn't it?
Sorry.
Number 11.
Apologizing for apologizing.
Okay, you must be thinking, this is pretty common in other parts of the world too, but
Right.
Canada is known to be the most polite country in the world.
Sorry for
That
being
makes
sorry.
Canadians way more apologetic than the rest of the world. They seem to apologize so much, it becomes a bit annoying, which obviously results in them having to say sorry for saying sorry so much. Where does the madness even end?
Mate, it's just like a sorry inception, man. They're just sorry about being sorry for being sorry for being sorry, dude. They're just sorry, man. Milk. See, I heard about milk in bags a few weeks ago. And you guys have actually shown me photos of what you do with the milk in a bag. Like, some of you put it in like a jug and whatnot. But I just don't... Still to this day, right? Like, maybe we're going to see it here a little bit. I don't know, but would it be better for you in a carton? Like a bag or a carton? A carton, mate, you know, you just pour.
Number 10. Milk in bags.
Right?
This is one of the most absurd things you'll hear today. If you're an American, you probably never saw milk in anything other than a carton or bottle.
Same
Well,
here.
in many parts of Canada, milk comes in bags rather than cartons or jugs. This is particularly the case in Eastern Canada.
I don't get
where
it.
buyers receive a big bag with 4 smaller bags of milk.
Like, you snip the end and then like, I need to watch a video of a Canadian using a milk bag.
Inside, then put it in a specially designed pitcher. The corner of the bag is cut, and then voila, all the milk you could ever want at your disposal.
Okay, right, fair enough. Fair enough. I've just asked for a video of how you use it. Now that I've seen how you use it, it's not too bad, right? But you know when you store it back in the fridge, would you leave it in the pitcher in the fridge? Right? So it kind of is like a carton that you use. What's the reason for doing this? Is this to save on the plastic? Is that the reason for doing this?
Milk you could ever want at your disposal.
It's a plastic bag.
It's a mystery of how these milk buying processes started and why people would willingly buy an extra product that is needed to put the bags into.
Right.
Only in Canada, you guys.
Interesting.
Number 9. Obsession with Cuba.
Obsession with Cuba.
Canada is the only nation in the world that is obsessed with Cuba. More than 1 million Canadians visit the island nation each year, the most from any other country. Cuba.
Wait, that's a lot. 1 million people from Canada visit each year? With Canada's population being around like 50 million, that's a lot. Jesus.
Has long been a premier tropical destination for Canadians, with ads at bus stops and billboards across the nation boosting its popularity and touting discounted getaways. Canadians' attraction for Cuban travel is so powerful that many got very upset when the Cuba-US relationship became better because the island nation would be overcrowded with Americans. Number 8.
Oh, I want to try ketchup chips. I need to try them.
Ketchup-flavored chips.
I've heard they're good.
What? Ketchup-flavored chips doesn't even sound right, let alone it being an actual thing.
Nah, when you think about it, a lot of different types of chips don't sound right. Like, there's so many. Like, in the UK, one of my favorite do you guys call it Lay's or Walkers in Canada? You guys call it Lay's. We call it Walkers. But Lay's chips, my favorite flavor is smoky bacon, right? That don't sound like it will be a good. Or prawn cocktail. That's also good as well. So, like, yeah. Like, ketchup, why not?
It being an actual thing. But a country that loves ketchup so much, it's only fair that they put it on everything.
Right.
Literally everything. Even chips.
We kind of do in the UK as well. We put ketchup on most things.
Ketchup chips are made by Lay's, which are only sold in Canada.
Right.
Anyone who grows up in Canada remembers fingers dusted with red ketchup seasoning that became permeated deep into the skin. It's the same as Americans with Cheetos. You would think that ketchup chips would have come from America, with Heinz being the most distinguished ketchup brand out there.
Fair.
While you can find versions of this beloved chip flavor south of the border, they're nothing like the...
Do they actually look like this as well? They genuinely look like they've got ketchup all over them. Cool.
Chip flavor south of the border.
I want to try
They're
them.
nothing like the ones that the people of Canada have grown to love.
Right.
Number 7. Lining up for the bus.
Lining up for the bus.
No list would be complete without
Wait, what else would you do? how else do you get on a bus? Of course you line up. How is that only Canada?
Mentioning one of the noticeably polite things Canadians do. Like its southern neighbors, Canadians don't rush and climb over other people to break the line. This is a potentially friendly, but usually silent, social situation.
Okay, right. I'm guessing Canada's got line up down to the T. In the UK, we kind of do line up, but it's more of like in a huddle, like in a bunch, and you kind of just go from the front to the back. It kind of like, so imagine my hands right now, right, is a group of people, and the bus is right here. It kind of just goes like that, and you're just like all forming. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it's kind of messy. But it's like half line up, half not, because like you don't really have like a spot in the line unless you're in the front. You know
in which people wait for the bus in a line snaking down the block. The first people to arrive at the stop, and therefore those who wait for the longest, get on first and have the first choice of seat.
Right.
In many countries and cities, people wait as one blob of humanity where anyone around can touch or rob you. But in Canada, there's an unspoken and unwritten rule.
Yeah, I feel like UK's half and half.
Line up instead.
We tried to line up, but it turns into
the cream in the coffee.
Huddle. Oh, we do milk
We've
and
heard
coffee.
Milk and coffee, but cream? That's just weird.
Yeah,
we all know Tim
Hortons
coffee is a crucial part of Canadian culture.
Yeah.
Not content with options such as milk and sugar, many Canadians choose to put a hefty dollop of cream in their coffee.
Really?
Visitors and immigrants may find this strange.
You know what? No, I bet you on the money that could be nice. I might have to try it. Is it a certain type of cream or just any?
But it's entirely normal behavior in the fairy tale land that is Canada. A double-double is a coffee with 2 creams and 2 sugars. In other words, it's got a fair whack of calories to go with it. Our black coffee lovers must be furious at this.
No, I want to try a double-double. No
Number
shoes
5,
indoors, okay.
No shoes indoors. This may be a minor aspect of Canadian culture, but leaving your shoes by the door when entering a home is a widely accepted norm in contrast to the United States.
Alright, so in the UK, the norm is you ask, right? So, like, if I go to someone's house and I'm walking in the house, I'd be like, would you like me to take my shoes off? If they say yeah, if they say no, most people say no, right? Because, you know, we don't really care. Just wear your shoes at the bottom of the house because it's mainly wood and that anyway. There's no carpets ready downstairs. If there's a nice rug, don't be standing on it in your shoes. Be respectful. But yeah, like in the UK, you just ask.
States and some Western European nations. This is no doubt due in part to the extreme weather bringing torrents of mud and snow that otherwise would be tracked indoors.
Makes sense.
But it's likely also influenced by Canada's large Asian immigrant population.
Okay, cool.
Number 4. Spell things differently. Most Canadian accents don't sound all that different from the ones in the US.
Right.
However, there are noticeable differences.
Wait, okay, so we got UK on here. So color, we spell it the same. Center, we spell it. Okay. Realize. Okay, so Canada is switching between the UK and the United States. So you guys use a Z, we use S. Traveling. Yeah, both L's. Defense. C and S. Oh, I didn't know America used S. Interesting. Gray. Cool. Interesting.
Differences between certain spelling and pronunciation. Since Canada has a
Wait, why did the UK have 2 different ones? We have an Huh? Wait, Oxford spelling is Z? For just a few of we're weird. We are weird.
There are noticeable differences between certain spelling and pronunciation, since Canada has a separate English dictionary from America. Canada retains some facets of British spelling. For example, Canadians keep the U in words like honor and color, and like Brits, they add an extra L in words like traveling.
Okay.
Canadians also use the word Z to describe the last letter of the alphabet.
Not Z.
And if you hear a Canadian use the word pop, they're just referring it to soda.
Oh,
also,
yeah, we say
they're
pop
just
sometimes.
obsessed with the word A.
Moose on the road.
Moose on the road.
Look, that's huge, mate.
Moose are pretty intimidating creatures if you view them up close. And even if you're quite far away, they can be quite scary.
Right.
So while they may be quite harmless...
Are they real? Oh, wait, are they actually that big? No. I knew they was big, but I didn't know they was... Nah, is that real? They're twice as tall as a car.
9 times out of 10, it can be a chilling experience.
Nah, bro, nah, that can't be real. Is that real? That can't be real. Is that... Wait, what?
To be greeted by one
They
if you're
can't be
driving
that
down some random
big.
country road. In other countries, you meet other animals like snakes, deer, or in the case of Australia, a kangaroo.
Right.
But meeting a moose is a different ballgame altogether.
I've heard that
If this kind of
dangerous.
thing happens to you, then we'd suggest you take a deep breath, think about your options, and question why some Canadians consider this to be normal.
Jeez, man.
And with that, it's
We don't really have any crazy animals in the UK. We've got rabbits and foxes and you know, ants and squirrels and that's
now time for today's subscriber pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber. If you come
What's going
across
on
a
there?
photo online and you want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it on a future video.
Okay.
Number 2,
The
French
French.
Canadians.
Oh, French on the on the sign.
The next weird thing on our list is the French Canadians.
Right.
If you're thinking there are French people in every part of the world, you're right, but most of the time, when you hear someone talking in a French accent, you'd assume they're from the country itself. But that isn't the case in Canada. The Quebec region
See, that is interesting, and a lot of people in the UK actually don't really know this much about Canada, as in like so many Canadians will speak French, and there's places in Canada that is dominant in French.
of the country is known for being home to mostly French-speaking individuals. These people are so much in abundance, they're not even considered diaspora. Every native Montrealer has mastered the skill of combining French and English together.
Together?
You can find a combination of French and English words on street signs which no one outside of Canada can understand.
Oh, really?
Canadians also love to cuss in French.
Interested.
Number
Oh, I love your guys' bills. I seen a video on the bills. Super. I love the 5 with the rocket ship on.
1, Canadian bills.
So cool.
Sometimes it can be quite depressing parting with your money or just
Right.
having to get money out in general. So why not liven things up with some colorful notes?
Okay.
The Canadian bills
Very
are so
cool.
colorful and lively, you actually look forward to spending them. That's not the only cool thing about the bills, though. The new Canadian notes are made of a plastic-like material that has a clear strip running through it.
Right. See, our notes in the UK, they probably are similar material. They're very, very strong.
Allowing you to see from one side to the other. Canada is the only country
have a
where you
strip
can
like
see
that.
through the bill. This perfectly represents the spirit of Canada.
Oh, it's the only country. I don't have any bills on me, but we have a see-through strip as well that you can see through. Very interesting video, seeing the only things Canadian will understand. Learned quite a bit in this video, and it was really fun to check out. Let me know any other things that only you guys would understand. I'd love to check them out in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I do stream on twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out live, link in description. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.